Being lost in my early 20s is what allowed me to find myself. Hi, I'm Leticia, I'm 27. I'm the owner of Little Miss Busy, a creative jewelry brand. When I graduated university, I was lost, but I knew I wanted to do something creative, so I did an internship with a designer. I had access to the materials, a bit to the atelier, and there I discovered beads. And I started while I was there doing necklaces for fun. And it was a really fun creative escape. And it's something I continued doing. So back then I must have been 21 or 22. And honestly, it was a bit frustrating. I had many friends who had started working already. They were earning salaries, they were in corporate jobs and companies they liked. I felt I had friends who had started their careers and I was behind. I continued doing beads for fun, and people started coming up to me while I was wearing them and asking me where it was from. And so I started selling. So at this point I was 22, 23, and I was very stressed. So all this time I was always anxious that I had this big anxiety that I don't know what I want to do in my life. And mostly, I think a lot of it was fright of time passing, disappointment that I always, when I was younger, pictured myself being more than what I was once I graduated. I felt like a loser, and so I would sleep a lot to escape my thoughts, or I would go out and socialize. Things that helped me with my anxiety, and I think this is very personal, was seeing a doctor, so a psychiatrist. And he put me on medication, which helped me a lot. But what helped me more is having a stable routine, being confident in something I pursue. And I struggled with this anxiety of not knowing what I wanted to do or who I was, maybe until last year, until I accepted that I just want to do my thing. And so then I applied to a master's in fashion journalism. I applied it at St. Martin's because I wanted to be in an environment that was more around art. And this is when I turned 25. I arrived in London. I finished my master's there. I got what I wanted. I saw a fashion school and an art school, and it opened my eyes to things you can do in life. It also helped me accept my differences, be more comfortable in the fact that I like experimenting with how I dress, and I like creating stuff, and that I can create stuff. So when I started growing my business, it was like these small plastic bracelets. I didn't understand people's obsession with materials. And then I started understanding that what I like about jewelry is creative expression. And I've always been attracted to colorful things, fun things. I felt I didn't see it enough around me, so jewelry enthusiasts around me wore stuff that were more minimalist. And so here is a look of some of the stuff I made. I made them more for music festival vibes, but everything I do is inspired by connecting with your inner child, reconnecting with your creative self, but also just having fun. I think I struggle with this intersection between costume jewelry and fine jewelry because for a lot of people it has to be either your costume or your fine. But for me, I see it as just exploring different materials and having fun. So I don't want people to understand anything. I like a lot of the people who come to me and who like my brand. What they like is this, that it's just fun. Why does art and creativity have to be so conceptual? And you can't just wear something because it makes you feel happy and lighter. And so this is what I want. And I was walking home one day and I saw this boutique and I just felt excited, like if I needed to take it. I just felt I wanted to decorate a space. I didn't know if it was the right or wrong decision. I didn't have a big budget also to decorate my boutique. I made small sculpture myself, DIY stuff. I just always do stuff. Even if I'm chilling, it's that I'm busy chilling and doing something I like. That's why my brand is called Little Miss Busy. Today, I ended up finding comfort in just being at home where I grew up, in my neighborhood, and I spend my days in Gymnase and around my home, and I know everyone on the streets, and now I have my dog with me, I can take him everywhere. Everyone on the streets know him. It just, I love this conviviality. Looking back now, I think you don't have to know what you want to do in life. And something I accepted about myself is that my personality is someone that will always look for adventure, who seeks new knowledge, and to embrace this about me. Of course, I have many moments where I feel, what am I doing in my life? How do I know that what I'm doing will keep on working? And then the opposite of these thoughts that scare me is people who come to me for what I do, meeting this person who came to me because of what I put on the market. I meet a lot of these people, and more of these people who tell me they love what I'm doing and they see something special to it. And it's really nice. It makes me feel like I put something, that like I am putting something in this world that talks to certain people, and it makes me overlook the uncertainty.